Christina Koch is set to become the first woman to orbit the Moon next year on NASA's Artemis II mission. At 44 years old, Koch from Grand Rapids, Michigan currently holds the record for the longest stay of a woman in space. She spent 328 days in space and participated in the first all-female spacewalk in 2019. An avid surfer, rock climber and sailor, Christina was selected as an astronaut in 2013. He said in 2020, "I really don't remember a time when I didn't want to be an astronaut. The reason I wanted to be an astronaut was because my interests made me the person who could contribute the most as a person involved in human spaceflight. Am I excited?" he said at a news conference on Monday. "Totally. What I am most excited about is that we will take your excitement, your aspirations and your dreams with us on this mission." He also said, "We plan to fly from the Kennedy Space Center on top of the most powerful rocket that NASA has ever built." So far, NASA has sent a total of 355 people into space, of which 15%, i.e., 55 people, were women. It has also sent 24 people into lunar orbit and 12 people to walk on the surface of the Moon, all of them men. Russian Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman to leave the Earth's atmosphere. He went into space in 1937. American women were not sent into space until 1983. However, Ms. Koch will make history on the Artemis II mission when it completes its journey around the Moon. Koch says about his love for space, "I am someone who has loved space exploration since I was a child. I was inspired by the night sky, and throughout my career, there was a balance between engineering space science missions and doing science in really remote places around the world." He attended North Carolina State University in Raleigh to earn a bachelor's and master's degree in electrical engineering. He then became an electrical engineer at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland, and then spent a year in the North Pole before becoming a research fellow in the U.S. Antarctic program. Ms. Koch was one of 8 people selected as part of NASA's 21st astronaut batch in 2013. After 2 years of training, he became a full-fledged astronaut. His first spaceflight took place in 2019, during which he was sent to the International Space Station to work as a flight engineer. She stayed there for 328 days, setting the record for the longest spaceflight by a woman. The previous record holder was Peggy Whitson with 288 days in space. She also held the record for the first all-female spacewalk with Jessica Meir. The pair spent 7 hours and 17 minutes outside the ISS to replace an electrical controller. The walk also included a brief call with President Trump. After returning to Earth in 2020, Ms. Koch said she felt like a 2-week-old baby struggling to hold her head up. He lives in Galveston, Texas, just outside of the Houston area. His interests include backpacking, running, yoga, photography, and traveling. Now he will be part of NASA's groundbreaking mission to send humans to Mars. The Artemis II mission is NASA's first trip to the Moon in half a century. Last year, this agency sent an empty urine capsule into the lunar orbit and returned it to the Earth after completing the mission. If this mission is done well, another flight will be made in 2025 to land humans on the Moon. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If so, please like the video so more people can see it. Stay tuned for our next videos.